Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Brooke and Ridge have always been the quintessential soap opera couple, and yet, despite their undeniable chemistry and long history together, there are signs that their current marriage may be teetering on unstable ground. On the surface, everything seems perfect. They have a deep emotional connection, years of shared experiences, and a history that ties them together more tightly than almost any other couple in the B&B universe. But if you look a little closer, subtle cracks are starting to appear, hinting that their love story could be facing serious challenges. One of the biggest factors putting their marriage at risk is the lingering presence of past betrayals. Over the years, Brooke and Ridge have faced numerous tests of trust, with affairs, misunderstandings, and rivalries constantly threatening to pull them apart. Even though time has passed and wounds have healed, or at least superficially, old habits and unresolved issues have a way of resurfacing. Ridge has had moments where his attraction to other women, whether impulsive or calculated, creates tension. Brooke, on her side, has a history of emotional vulnerability that sometimes leaves her exposed when trust is even slightly shaken. It's not that they don't love each other, but in a marriage where both partners have a past filled with complex relationships and temptations, trust is never absolute. Even a tiny spark of jealousy or doubt can reignite conflicts that everyone thought were buried. This pattern isn't unusual for long-standing couples on the show, but it's amplified in Brooke and Ridge's case because of their high-profile lives and intertwined family dynamics. Another reason their marriage may be in danger is the constant interference from external pressures. In the world of B&B, personal relationships are never private. Careers, family expectations, and social scrutiny are all factors that make it difficult for Brooke and Ridge to maintain a sense of normalcy. Ridge's position at Forrester Creations comes with a tremendous amount of responsibility, and the stress of leading a major fashion house is often underestimated when it comes to its effect on personal life. Brooke herself is no stranger to ambition and influence, which sometimes means that their priorities clash. When two people with such strong personalities try to balance love and power, the friction can be inevitable. Add in meddling family members, rival lovers, and friends who can't seem to stay out of their business, and the stage is set for conflict. Every decision, no matter how small, has the potential to ignite arguments or feelings of resentment. Even when they try to insulate themselves, the ripple effect of others' opinions or manipulations can reach their marriage in ways they cannot always control. It's a dynamic that has challenged many couples on the show, but in Brooke and Ridge's case, it feels particularly precarious because of the history and stakes involved. Their love has always been passionate, but passion without stability is a recipe for chaos, and right now, the external pressures surrounding them are significant enough to test even the strongest bond. A third, and perhaps most insidious, reason Brooke and Ridge's marriage could be heading for trouble is the subtle erosion of communication. They have been together long enough to assume they understand each other completely, but assumptions can be dangerous. There are moments when unspoken frustrations build quietly in the background, only to explode at the most inconvenient times. Ridge has a tendency to internalize his concerns, letting them fester instead of sharing them with Brooke, while Brooke often confronts problems head-on, expecting immediate resolution. This difference in coping mechanisms can create misunderstandings that slowly chip away at the foundation of their relationship. Over time, what starts as small miscommunications can escalate into larger disagreements, leaving emotional scars that are difficult to repair. This is further complicated by the fact that both of them are highly self-assured individuals. Neither Ridge nor Brooke likes to admit when they're wrong, and pride can sometimes take precedence over reconciliation. It's not that they don't care about each other. In fact, their love is one of the most enduring in the show's history. But enduring love requires constant effort, patience, and honesty, and even the slightest lapse in these areas can make a long-term relationship vulnerable. Right now, their communication patterns hint that, without conscious effort to remain transparent and empathetic, cracks could widen before they realize it. Another aspect to consider is the impact of unresolved personal ambitions. Brooke and Ridge are not just characters in a romance. They are individuals with dreams, passions, and goals that sometimes conflict with one another. Ridge is often consumed with his creative vision, the pressure to innovate, and the need to protect his family legacy, while Brooke has her own ambitions, charitable endeavors, and social influence to maintain. Balancing two strong, independent careers alongside a marriage is never easy, and it can create a sense of competition or neglect if not managed carefully. When either partner feels that their personal goals are being compromised for the sake of the relationship, tension can build quietly and unexpectedly. The irony is that both of them are deeply committed to each other, but their love exists in a world that rewards ambition and public recognition, sometimes at the expense of private connection. That makes every decision, every missed dinner, or every overlooked conversation a potential trigger for deeper issues. Additionally, family dynamics play a huge role in their marriage stability. Ridge and Brooke have complex familial relationships that have evolved over decades, and these relationships are never straightforward. Parents, children, siblings, and even extended family often weigh in on decisions, consciously or unconsciously influencing emotions and actions. Ridge's loyalty to his family can occasionally clash with Brooke's approach to parenting or her interactions with other relatives. Similarly, Brooke's children and their expectations can put pressure on Ridge in ways that feel overwhelming, especially when family disagreements spill over into personal time. The intermingling of family loyalty, past grievances, and present responsibilities creates a delicate balance that must be constantly navigated. Any misstep can easily escalate, turning minor disagreements into major conflicts that strain their betrayal in their past relationships also casts a long shadow. While they have weathered affairs and deceptions before, these experiences leave lingering doubts and insecurities. Both Brooke and Ridge have been hurt deeply in the past, and even with a renewed commitment, the memory of those betrayals is never far beneath the surface. It doesn't take much, a flirtation, a misunderstood comment, or an ambiguous situation, to reignite fears or suspicions. In the context of their high-profile lives, these moments are amplified. Every interaction can be scrutinized, every mistake magnified. The psychological weight of past betrayals cannot be underestimated, and in some cases, it quietly undermines the sense of security that a marriage needs to thrive. Lastly, it's impossible to ignore the impact of constant external drama, which is almost a defining characteristic of their universe. With business rivalries, romantic entanglements, and unexpected crises occurring almost weekly, maintaining focus on the marriage alone becomes a challenge. Stress, exhaustion, and emotional fatigue can slowly erode patience and tolerance. Even two people who are madly in love can find themselves snapping at each other when the external world becomes overwhelming. For Brooke and Ridge, it's not a lack of love that threatens their marriage, but the accumulation of small, daily pressures that chip away at emotional resilience. Unless they actively work to protect their relationship from external chaos, it's easy to see how a once strong union could become fragile. In conclusion, while Brooke and Ridge have a legendary love story that has survived countless challenges, their current marriage is not immune to trouble. Lingering trust issues, external pressures, communication gaps, personal ambitions, complex family dynamics, and the ever-present drama of their world all converge to create a perfect storm of potential conflict. It's not that their love is in danger because it has faded. Rather, the very factors that make their relationship compelling also make it delicate. Fans may hope that they will overcome these challenges, but the truth is that maintaining a marriage in such a high-stakes, emotionally charged environment requires constant vigilance, patience, and an almost heroic level of understanding. Brooke and Ridge are undeniably a powerhouse couple, but even the strongest love can struggle when tested by so many internal and external pressures. The coming months and episodes may reveal whether their union can withstand these trials, or if cracks that have been forming quietly will finally lead to an emotional upheaval that could reshape their relationship forever. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.